Tina from Wainscott, by the way, ladies. Now, what you don't know is she had an embarrassing situation the other week. She went into Chatham. And you know Boots, the chemist, there's quite a big Boots, isn't it? She had to go in there, and she was in there about 35 minutes. And I don't know if you know it, but they got a tall male in-store detective that walked around in there. He clocked what she was up to. So he walked up to her and said, "Excuse me, love. Are you listening, Mrs. Oliver?"
Yes, Mr.
Tell me what I said.
You were talking about that lady going to Boots with a big man.
You going to Boots with a big man? So anyway, this in-store detective comes up to her and he says, "Excuse me, lovely, you've been in here quite a long while and you haven't bought nothing. Can I help you?" She said, "Oh, can you? I hope you can," she said. "Have you got cotton wool balls?" He said, "What do you think I am, a bloody teddy bear?" So, just step forward a little bit, Tina. I'm not going to touch you, so have faith, right? But we're going to do all the body parts in Cockney rhyming slang. Alright? And later on, you'll understand why I picked on Tina. Apart from the fact she's got her harvest festivals on, as you'll notice. Right? So we start at the bottom, and we add plates of meat. I use the Cockney phrase, you tell me the normal phrase, okay? Now on the plates of feet you can put your armoured rocks, your ones and twos, daisy roots, Roman candles. Not difficult. And attached to the plates of meat are the ham and eggs. And in the middle of the ham and eggs is the biscuits and cheese. We're learning. At the top of each ham and egg is your fish and chips. It's dear. Now we're going to talk about that. This bit here, right? Right. Now don't forget I said, depending whether you're north or south of the river, you could have more than one expression for the same thing, right? This is a typical example. Alright? So, we start off with hot cross bun. Bun. Easy, innit? Bottle and glass. Diver pass. And you know what the Pearly King of Camberwell's got across his? He's got deaf and dumb. You see, they don't like him, but that's what it is. There is another phrase for it, and you need to know it, although it isn't a rhyming phrase, but we all use it, and it's also called the Jackson. Right? And you need to know that for the last song that we do. Alright, please turn round. I'll face them that way. Could you do that? Right, the bit from the shoulder to the wrist is called the chalk farm. At the end of the chalk farm you've got the can of sand. Could you put your can of sand on your fish and chip, please? Learning, isn't she? This bit with the bend in it, there is no Cockney rhyming phrase for it. But I will tell you what I call it. I call it the Spanish archer. Why? Elbow. No, don't go. Where do you think I'm going? We've only done that bit, we ain't done that bit and that bit. Alright, so now we're going to move up. The bit above the shoulders but below the head is called the bushel and peck. Yeah? And the bit above the bushel and peck is called the loaf of bread. Head. And on the loaf of bread you got the Barnet Fair. Unless you've got none and you're wearing a false one, in which case it's a syrup of fig. Now under this syrup, either side, you've got the Lords and Peers. And at the front you got the boat race. And on the boat race you got the mince pies. The I suppose. The north and south. And in the north and south you got the Amsterdam. And underneath the north and south you got the Gunga Din. Guess what part we're coming to now? talk about breasts. Is that alright? We're talking about the breasts. Now there are two phrases for the breasts, and it is not to do with where you come from. Who wants to tell me what it's to do with?
Money.
Sorry?
She said money.
No, not money. Anyone want to have a guess?
Oh, I thought it was money as well.
No. The two phrases I'm going to give you relate to size. I mean, you wish you hadn't written on Facebook nowadays. And I have to determine which of the two you fit, so... So, anybody want to have a guess what the Cockney rhyming slang is for the breasts? Sorry? Bristol Cities is correct. They're referred to as your Bristols. You need to remember that for the last song that we do, right? But the other one is Fruitny Bits. Right? Now, I'm just trying to see you. You! Open the coat side. And on one of these ladies we've got Fruitny Bits. On the other one we've got Bristol City. It's all to do with the pounding. Alright? Alright? So now we come down below the breast and above the waist. We come to, if it was on a bloke, what would you call it? A belly, yeah? So the bit in the front there is called a Derby Kelly. Derby Kelly belly. But that is not a Derby Kelly. That's a Derby Kelly. And someone once said to me, if that was on a woman, she'd be pregnant. I said, I've got news for you, mate. It has been, and she is. Thanks a lot, Timmy. Basically, if you've got any questions on Cockney rhyming slang or anything else, now's the time to raise it. Because you might have a Cockney rhyming phrase that I haven't used, and if I don't know it, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Alright? Because Cockney rhyming slang is constantly on the change. For example, a Ruby Murray. If I said to you, what's a Ruby Murray? Now, she wasn't out when the Cockney rhyming slang was invented. It's exactly the same when you're talking about currency, right? That's changed as well. And we'll run through a bit of it for you so that you understand where I'm coming from. In the old days, a pound note was known as a nicker, right? Who wants to guess what it's called these days?
Quid.
No, it's an Alan Wicker. Alan Wicker, nicker. Right? You move on to a fiver. In the old days it was known as a Jack's Alive. Today it's a Lady Godiva. Right? You move up to £10. Right? But before that, and it was before the pound even, there's a 5 bob. Who remembers 5 bob in old money? Called a dollar, wasn't it? Oxford Scholar. Oxford Scholar dollar, right? So we move on to a fiver. We're now gone on to a tenner. It used to be a cock and hen. What is it now? A tenner. Think of something. Ayrton Senna. It's an Ayrton Senna, right? Who remembers £20?
I like the right one.
Used to be called a score, right? What's it called these days? A Bobby Moore. Bobby Moore score, yeah. You move on to, I'm going to leave the 25 quid out for a moment, we'll come back to that one. You go on to 500 quid, which is a monkey. There's no rhyming slang for that. You go on to £1,000, which is a grand. It's a bag of sand, right? And the last one I want to tell you about is 25 quid, right? There is a phrase if you've got 25 quid, right? If it's called a pony. Don't smile at me like that. And if you go up to someone, you by all means ask them to lend you a pony, but don't ask them to lend you a pony and trap. Because that is something different. That is something you do in the garden. Alright? Now that's all I really want to say, other than take the opportunity after we've finished to have a look at all the stuff that Peggy's got.